Hello everybody, welcome to this video. My name's Molly if you're new here, and I wanted to share today 5 things I've been loving, just activities, movements, exercises, whatever, to encourage a healthy, balanced, active lifestyle. I'm turning 34 in a couple days and I feel really good right now. I'm kind of on this journey of dialing down lifting and intensity and embracing more softness and slowness and turning to some Pilates and like repatterning fascia work. Anyways, I'm feeling good. I know that I'm just starting or in the middle of this process, but I'm excited for what's to come. I'm having less pain and more energy, just kind of capacity and playfulness in my life and with my family, my toddler. I have a 2.5-year-old, so that feels good. And yeah, I'm feeling very at peace and confident with the person I am and who I'm becoming, and things just feel kind of more honest and spacious in the realm of health, fitness, wellness, all that stuff. So if you're interested in this video, I'm going to share the 5 things I've been loving the most lately, and after that we'll chat about kind of the effects that I'm experiencing so far, you know, good things, bad things, changing anything, I don't know. Pilates is something that I've become obsessed with lately. It feels really energizing and empowering for me. It's like really endurance based and lower impact, and the teacher I use is really motivating, so I'm enjoying just staying consistent with it. There's so many new movement patterns and muscle activations and combinations. While I still think sticking to basic compound exercises can be extremely useful, and novelty all the time does not necessarily have huge benefits, it can point out asymmetries or missing links in your training that can help you feel better and more balanced. The improved endurance under lighter to moderate loads transfers well and combines really well with my life right now and just other responsibilities. So I'm doing these classes probably 2 to 3 times a week. Next up, I've replaced most of my traditional stretching, mobility, and yoga with fascial work, as it feels really aligned with where my body wants to go, and it distributes stretching and tension across the whole body rather than just at one joint. It feels like naturally exploring rotational movements and patterns that my body just guides me to. I've been doing some organized classes with 1 or 2 teachers, and then I'm doing 5 to 10 minutes a day of some bowspring poses on my vibration plate. So again, this is kind of like rooting the sit bones up and back, opening wide through the rib cage and soft through the belly, through the front of the throat. I'm also doing just this simple routine, usually every morning, and my son does like to join, and it's kind of fun, but usually anywhere from like 5 minutes to 15-20 minutes a day of fascial work is feeling so good for my body. And next we have that I've been playing tennis a lot with my husband. This is something that makes me feel playful, childlike, competitive, fast and powerful, coordinated. It lets me express athletic and speed-based fitness that I've been working on for several months in my training plans. And it's coordinating well with all the fascia and Pilates work because it's just complementing it, moving in new, cool, rotational, functional ways. And it's just fun. Other options that might fit this bill, depending on the season for me, is swimming and skiing.
Oh shit! She aced him! How did that happen?
Next up, I've been just going on nature walks just for the heck of it with no other reason, because sometimes less is more and you just need to unplug, be in nature, and connect to your mind, body, and soul. And last but not least is yoga nidra. This has changed my life in such a positive way, really mostly by helping me return to rest. It's a type of yoga where you work through usually like a relaxing body scan, some pranayama breath work, a rotation of consciousness, and then just open awareness. And it rests your nervous system. It allows me to connect with myself. It's helped release symptoms of insomnia and poor sleep. It fits well into my day because practices can be 5 minutes or an hour. It helps me feel more calm and awake. And this practice allows you to enter different brainwave states for subconsciously planting and nurturing intentions, which is great. All right, guys, I wanted to end this video. I took some notes in case I have to read off of it if I forget anything, but I just wanted to update about how I'm feeling. I've done this kind of dialing down the lifting. I'm just doing hip thrusts and pull-ups once a week, and then the rest is like what I showed here, a couple like maybe one run per week at whatever feels good. So I've been doing that for 6 weeks now, and I am feeling good. I've had honestly a moderate decrease in my low back and SI joint pain. Just generally my body feels like it has less inflammation, less daily impact. This still does vary with time of the month, with how many work shifts I'm doing, with what parenting feels like for that particular day, but definitely notice that I'm having less pain and just like I can play more, I have more energy, I can participate with all the activities that my son wants to do. I had been like just asking my husband to help me out more, but now I'm able to, actually I feel like I feel good enough to go grab that thing. Anyway, so that is good. Just like activities of daily living, having the capacity for that. I feel more energetic and positive, a little lighter, more childlike. I feel strong in a different way. The Pilates is so humbling. It's kicking my butt in such a different way than lifting heavy. And I feel really strong. I feel like my core has maybe never been this strong. And I feel like also the endurance of, yeah, I'm using body weight or a tiny little weight or a band, but when you're like in that position for a long time and you're asking your hip muscles and your core to contract in different ways, I just think it's really beneficial and I feel strong. So it's fun and practical to challenge yourself with more body weight endurance exercises. Okay, that fits in. Okay, I miss lifting heavier weight a little bit, but not as much as I thought I would. The pull-ups and the hip thrusts is like filling my plate with what I need for those heavy compound lifts, and my body isn't necessarily craving more than that right now. I do look forward to a day when I am able to combine everything in a way that makes sense, but definitely not like chomping at the bit by any means to go back to heavy lifting. Okay, I find myself feeling really confident, grateful for my body and for movement and stillness, and being able to create my own intuitive style of wellness. I'm more in touch with a soft and feminine aspect of myself, which is feeding life into other areas of my life, like parenthood and my relationship, and it's helping me step out of long-standing patterns and expectations I had of myself. I'm finding that I'm a little less food and exercise focused than I have been in the past, and this is an interesting one for me because I have recovered from multiple eating and exercise disorders, and that is something that feels very distant from me, but I can still recognize that sometimes exercise, fitness, food can have a more dominant role in your life, and it's nice to just kind of let that be a passion of mine and a part of who I am, but not the main picture, if that makes sense. And lastly, I'm encouraged by the process so far, and I look forward to continuing along gradually. Can't read. So I'm not in a rush with this process by any means. I'm actually just like excited to continuing on because I'm reaping some benefits, and I just want to be really patient. And yeah, I think that's all I have. So if you're interested, let me know if you want to see any other updates, or I'm thinking about making some more fascia-based yoga classes based on what I'm learning and experiencing in my body. And what else? I want to get certified in Pilates at some point. That would be fun. But I hope you can take any of these ideas and run with them, explore them, see what feels good for you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.